Alrighty, guys, welcome to another live stream. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Welcome to this live. If you guys have any questions about stocks, trading, anything like that, let me know down in the chat. But in today's live stream, we are going to be talking about swing trading, how I do it, the strategy, the approach, all that stuff, how to trade with a full-time job. Is it even possible? So smash that like button, subscribe. I am just making sure we are ready to rock and roll, and everything is good and all of that good stuff here. So, all right. So, when it comes with trading here and swing trading and all that stuff, there is some things you need to know, right, as a trader. So the first thing is if you're just starting out, you got to have realistic expectations. I think that this is one of the most common reasons why new traders are unsuccessful is because they go into it, with $1,000, $2,000. They expect to make $100 a day, $1,000 a day, whatever it is. So you got to understand that if you make 3% per month, you're in the top 5% of traders. So 3% on $100, that's not even a much for a cup of coffee. That's like $3. So you have to understand trading's hard, it's difficult, but it's achievable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this live, and I'm excited that everybody's here. And if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. You guys can get 50% off by using code FALL. Code FALL for our school, private live streams, quizzes, lectures, group chat, all that good stuff, adding day trading material to it as we speak. So let's kind of just jump into this here. So the position that we really took, this past week, we really took one swing trade on Walmart. Now, Walmart, before I ever buy a stock, right, I go ahead and I look at the daily, right? And you guys can see Walmart just had heavy amounts of support here on this blue trend line. If we go ahead and we look at it, let's remove some of these indicators so we can see it a little better. So you can see just heavy amount of support, right? It hits it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, right? Each and every time we hit it, it just gets natural tendencies of getting buying pressure. So ideally, in simple terms, you want to buy on this, right, on this line. Okay. After that, I go ahead and I look at the RSI. RSI is trading for 36. It's important to look back at previous history with that. So the last time it was trading, out of 36 was back in this range right here, where we saw good buying pressure. Previous to that was in here where we saw this. So I knew that we could get some momentum going up. Now, after that here, I think it's important to understand too, we had the heavy support here, but we also had an upward trend, which is really, really important. Trends are probably one of the most underutilized things that traders don't pay attention to. Everybody expects, a stock on a downward trend to magically recover and all of that. When in reality, it's better to just get in on a stock on an upward trend on just an undervalued point. And that's kind of what we had here. After that, I go ahead and I look at another time frame. I love looking at the hourly or even the 4-hourly chart. And you guys can see that it was really just kind of riding just this general downward trend. And this is where new traders should be kind of setting those alerts. So setting an alert, above, these price, this downward trend is a crucial part for any trader. So everybody asks and they go, how do you swing trade with a 9-to-5 job? Well, most of the trading and most of the work is actually aftermarket. It's from, 6 to 9. That's where most traders become successful. It's not during the market hours. It's after market hours, reviewing positions, setting those alerts, and all that stuff, right? Anything you can do to help you for those trading hours, that's where you can be successful. So what we did is we threw an alert. Now, by the time we actually got in on this stock, right, you can see it was trading for $95. We got in at $97.20 in that range. Now, I think it might have been $97.15 actually. So I knew we had that new trend. I knew we had a variety of different things going in our favor. The stock literally went from 97 to 101 really in about 2 days, which, might not seem like much, but for me, I do trade with a little bit larger of an account. So a 3% move in 2 or 3 days, that's my month goal, right? At the end of the day, if I can make 3% per month, I'm in the top 5% of traders. So understanding that, and we went ahead and we kept, as of right now, we're holding about 20% of our shares that we have, but we did sell out, making a couple $100 profit. And it's a simple strategy, right? Using downward trend, setting the alert goes off, we find support. We also were, to be honest with you, looking at some of the indicators like the EMAs, making sure honestly that it was on some sort of support above some of those moving average lines. And we did go ahead and glance, of course, at that MACD indicator, which is a good entry point indicator. So you guys can see a nice little crossover, down in here, another one here, where it could really, act as a good support and a good entry indicator. Now we had that huge dip, sold out about 80%. So let's kind of review what we talked about. We had a stock on an upward trend, sold off down to a heavy support line on that daily time frame. We set an alert above it, obviously, made sure it was undervalued on the RSI, went to the hourly time frame, found where it broke out, waited for it to be above a support line, entered on the support, and the stock rallied up. So it's not as, easy like that every single time. With trading, you're gonna lose, you're gonna miss opportunity and all that stuff, but it's normal, it's healthy. So now, as far as opportunity goes, there's a variety of different positions. One of the ones I like here is Palantir. Palantir, heavy resistance on that 200-day moving average line. There's a huge short side potential now. So we'll see what happens. I do like Costco. Costco starting to break out here. Kind of missed the boat on this one, but I do like it. If it can kind of curl back down to like that, pretty much that, I would say 955 range, right? So we'll just go ahead and we'll just throw a alert there. So if it pops there, we'll be ready. I do like Microsoft. I also like FINV, and a lot of these really are, if we go to that daily time frame, you can see just the heavy amount of support that we're looking for here. We got SAP I like. We got CrowdStrike, which is starting to kind of get some support down here. We got RSG, which looks interesting. It's really just kind of riding that trend, riding that downward trend line. So we'll see what happens there. And then we got EPR, which looks okay. So as far as opportunity goes, of course, we're going to continue to scan for new plays like we always do. But, that's the part of trading, that people don't want to do. Everybody wants those alerts. Well, guess what? In the school that I teach, I don't do alerts. I teach you how to find plays, and that's what's important. That's how you trade. And more importantly, that's how you be consistent and profitable at the end of the day. So, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this live stream. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask down in the chat room. I would love for you guys to join and engage and all that stuff. It means the world to me. Like, follow. And as far as, like I said, opportunity goes, we'll change our opportunity list. We'll probably go live on Sunday with a new list and go from there, guys. So hope you guys all enjoyed this. All right. So hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to sign up with Moomoo. You guys can get up to 60 free stocks just by signing up, which is the broker I've been using for years. So there's a link down below.